Morning. Your English is fine, just so you know. I mean, I know it's hard to know because nobody's got any language mastered. No one, your English is fine. Number one, death. For the last few months, I'm thinking about death. Death only exists in the sound. Language is the thing that is alive. Like the dogs don't get together and go, dude, what do you think happens after we die? Right? They don't. So the human organism is infected with language. So it has all these like vocabulary words for stuff, and there's no actual question. The body has no confusion. It knows exactly how to die. The question is, are you something different than the sounds that gets to continue on later? That's the only real question when anybody asks about death. It's like, is there immortality? There is immortality. Second law of thermodynamics. There's not immortality for the name tag or the face mask. So the social identity dies, but the material can't go anywhere at all. Benjamin Smythe, fucked. Perfectly fine. Where's it gonna go? Where could you possibly go? Thousands of years of the idea of elan vital is still in mass culture. So it still creates a lot of language around, well, we're a spirit and a soul and we go on. Or we're this energy and we go on. The energy is already here. It goes on. The name tag and the face mask fucking dies and is forgotten forever. All the identity efforting, putting all the energy into the name and the face and the identity, the social thing that you need to move in and out of the doors of finders keepers, all that effort is futility. That thing dies. The rest of it is fine. Absolutely fine. When the sun expands and takes out the island, none of that stuff goes anywhere. So the body has no confusion. What do you feel about what happens after our body dies? No, the body wrote that. The name is fucked. The thing that has like a passport and a driver's license, that thing is fucked. But the stuff can't go anywhere at all. You see it, you bury a freaking animal in the ground, what's it do? It just slowly decomposes, the ants eat it, just all the atoms just recycle. The name tag doesn't get to be anything. Oh, maybe I'm the atoms. No. There's no question at all about the material. It's fine. The whole thing is fine. What is screwed is all of the human social identity. That's screwed. And really, it's just the language. Benjamin Smythe. It's a function. But there's nothing that remains of the social identity. Everybody's identity is forgotten forever. But the material can't go anywhere at all. So everything's fine. Everything's safe except for the feeling that I'm an existing thing separate from the stuff. That thing's fucked. Body doesn't die. Body dies, period. No, body doesn't die. There's no life after death for the name tag. Literally for the Benjamin Smythe. For the American. For the Christian. There's none of the language lives. But the stuff, perfectly fine. That's why I fear death. The fear is a joke. There's nothing to fear. You can't die because you're the body. Again, like thousands of years of elan vital and Descartes and these sort of really, really insidious ideas of there's a separate thing inside of what you're looking at that is doing the talking separate from the talking. That's bullshit. The whole thing is talking. So it's not in danger, fundamentally. What's in danger is the shape and the name. The face and the name, fucked. Absolutely fucked. No one's going to remember. Anybody. And all the bodies can't go anywhere at all. It's literally like moving out of the imagination into the world. Oh shit, this is it. One big compost bin. I know that there is no personality in me in reality. Well, if me is the body, then that's true. So the only way not to fear death is to realize there is no one to fear it. Oh no, just to realize it's impossible. Immortality is guaranteed for all of the stuff, not for the name tag or the face mask. That stuff is fucked, because it's just a feature of human culture. Again, the dogs aren't sitting around going, what happens after we die? So the other animals are totally fine. The humans are confused by their language. But the body has no confusion at all. It knows exactly how to die. You don't have to do shit. And by die, I just mean go, just as normal as when you see the carrots in the compost bin. I've read about near-death experiences are dreams that are very convincing. There's a beautiful book in the world called A Spiritual Doorway in the Brain by a man named Kevin Nelson. For 30 years, he researched spiritual claims. And he found the spot in the brain where if he just stimulates it, you'll have an out-of-body experience. He did all kinds of tests on that shit. It's just how different chemicals affect the narrative, the sense of self having an adventure. It's a dreamlike phenomenon. So you can read, that book explains a bunch of that shit. Like he's done all, it's great, it's great. It kills a lot of the like, maybe there's magic. There's no magic. It's all right here. Is it possible that such experiences are life after death? No. What's your opinion? Well, the body's fine. The body can't die, says the body. So immortality is available for the stuff, not for the cultural identity. The cultural identity is going to fucking die and be forgotten forever. Like when a star supernovas, it doesn't go anywhere. So that's the same thing that's going to happen to the body. It's not going to go anywhere. This is what I mean. All of the energy being given to the name tag and the face mask, all of that is futility. You just as easily relax and just be like, oh, well, and be an animal. Hunger, thirst, sleep when you're tired, walk when you're energetic. If you're attracted to someone, be like, hey, you want to touch? Just be an animal. Because you're totally safe. What isn't safe is all of the human information. All of the identities. All the name tags. Driver's license, passports. The relationship tags too. Like the dad thing and the mom thing. And all that shit's going to go. Because it's all the same energy. Just being a bunch of fucking stuff. So it can't go anywhere. It's right here. It's literally right in front of everybody. And then there's this dream virtual reality thing that's taking place where it's like, okay, well, maybe after I go. It's like, no, all you are is sound. Language is the only thing that's really alive. So there's nothing to worry about. In one of your last videos, you've said, do what you like to someone. Oh, I took that down because I had this line that I didn't like where I said, if you want children, then you're enslaved to a paycheck. And I realized it's not true. It's just a bullshit line. I was thinking about it later. Because some people might want kids. And there's all kinds of ways to have children. So I took it down. In this period of my life, I don't complain about my activities and money because I have this balance between freedom, money, and not so much to do. Congratulations. All right. Animal, right? Like you're at the zoo. Chill out. But I still feel that this is not it. Well, it is. Sometimes there's this belief that you're going to be happy all the time, or that it's going to feel good all the time. But fundamentally, life just sucks. Like fundamentally, it just kind of sucks. You're just surviving. And that's why the imagination evolved. The imagination is the feature that keeps the human organism from killing itself, because it understands pretty quickly that there's not much to do. So then there's this whole creating fake shit thing that takes place. Oh, we're making up worlds, and we're making up this, and we're making up that. And it's all just how language can be used. But it's funny when you think it, the imagination is a necessary feature because the human organism is naturally intelligent. It's like, this is it? I better make something up or I'm jumping off a cliff because there's nothing much else to do here. Since my childhood, no question never left me. One question never left me. What do I like to do? I've never found such a thing. Oh, you like to survive. That's what it comes down to when I really think about it. What do I want to do? Oh, I want to live. That's it. That's all it wants to do is live. You know, fear is the thing that runs the organism. And instead of calling it fear, because that's tricky, because there's a lot of shame. Oh, you have fear? It's more just like, you're running on, I want to live. If there was an accident right now in some way, like a car came through your fucking house or something, the animal would move way faster than the social identity that's worried about its story of itself. The organism would just fucking run. It's happened to me, says the body. The body wants to live. The body doesn't naturally commit suicide. It wants to live. So that thing's fine. I've had many hobbies, but now I just sit and do nothing interesting. Interesting is a cultural thing. It's interesting as it doesn't matter. Watch the cats. The cats are just like, they're just alive. Like for that, alive is enough. But that's what I mean about the imagination evolving. Like the imagination evolved because the human, oh man, oh my God, this can't be it. So you make shit up or you go, oh, this is it, and chill out. Body has no confusion. It will relax. Absolutely. Again, it's the futility of caring about the story of the name tag. Oh, I'm going to have a boring life, or I'm not going to really have done anything. Right. And no one's going to remember even if you do. So chill the fuck out. It's amazingly simple. It's sort of shockingly simple. Like, no one's going to remember anything about Benjamin Smythe. That whole thing is totally fucked. And the fucking stuff can't go anywhere at all. So immortality is guaranteed for everything but the name. But the sense of me. That thing is screwed. Mountain trips are tiring. Of course, everything's tiring. That's what I mean. Life kind of sucks. Like, it's just kind of fundamentally unsatisfying. Unless you're able to kind of pull out a carrot out of the imagination and believe that you're going to get something when you get there. You don't see the dogs, dude. Like, you just watch the other animals. You don't see them doing all that shit to, like, justify their existence. Like, they're just like, like, you could be like that. We could all be like that. I feel like that more and more each day. Just trusting the damn thing. What does it want? It doesn't want much. All right, fine. Because the only thing they can worry about that is the thing that no one's going to remember anyway. The name tag. The face mask. Do you want to hear about my story? And that's the joke of humanity. It's like a ghost is telling a ghost about something both of them will just fucking forget forever. But in a whole other way, that's the only other option to do besides chill out and lay around. Is just keep making stuff up. Making up movies and art and different cultural ideas. But the whole time, the material is not in danger. The bodies are not in, none of the bodies are in danger at all. Right? Sperm meets egg, whoop, then you get this thing talking, and then that's compost bin. One huge compost bin. No fundamental danger to anything. And all the shit wants to live as long as it can. That's natural. That's what it runs on. Call it fear if you want to, but it's the I want to live juice. Watching TV is stupid. What are you doing now? So it's not even hopeless, right? Because that's still, if you feel like, oh, it's depressing, it's hopeless. No, that's still the identity going, I want to be special. I want to be something. And it never gets to be, because all it is sounds. Falling in and out of black holes. Think of all the people that lived like 2,000 years ago. What were they? To even think about them, all we can use is sounds. I mean, it's hilarious. It's so hilarious. Language is the thing that confuses the human being. All confusion is grammatical. Nothing about the universe is confused. Nothing about this stuff is confused at all. Nothing. I'd be grateful for your opinion. Well, that's it. You're totally safe. Your name tag and your face mask is completely fucked. And if you want to find stuff to do between now and the time that nothing really happens, then make art. For no reason. Creativity for its own abandoned sake. There's nothing to lose. You can just make crazy shit. Like, there's nothing to lose. It's like ice cream. You know, like, here, do you want some ice cream? Sure. You either eat it or it melts. Either way. Best of luck. You're perfect.